these 400-meter men. And the indefatigable Chris Brown, age 38 and running as fast as ever. A great man from the Bahamas who's now competing in his 8th World Championship. Twice he's been 4th, back in 2005 and 2007. He just loved to make another final. Also made the final in 2009. My namesake, Peter Matthews of Jamaica, who ran a personal best of 44.69 to qualify for this semi-final. In 4 we have Rennie Kwao of Trinidad and Tobago, right back in his top form this year. Pan American Games relay gold medal this season, Trinidad and Tobago champion. This is David Verburg. I said before, he's a world relay champion and also did that indoors as well. And he's the US champion this year, which he followed up with 3rd in the Paris Diamond League and 2nd in London. Bendugulin Santos, now he's the Olympic silver medalist, so we've got gold and silver running together. Also a world championship medalist while still a teenager. He's 21 years of age, even younger than is the man outside him. Kirani James, now 22, 43.74 last year, so he's the fastest in the field. World champion 4 years ago, Olympic champion 3 years ago, Commonwealth champion last year. Kirani James, the man from Grenada. Well, the first of the Borlée brothers we've seen, Kevin, who was a European champion in 2010, went on to win the world bronze in 2011, bidding to make the world final once again. Just 45.01 this year, though, so he's the only man in this lineup who hasn't broken 45 seconds this season. And certainly Vernon Norwood has got well inside that with a 44.44 timing. NCAA champion, 3rd in the US championships. Not in such good form recently, though. He was only 9th and last in the London Diamond League meeting. So Brown of Bahamas, Matthews Jamaica, Kwao Trinidad and Tobago, Verburg United States, Santos Dominican Republic, James of Grenada, Kevin Borlée from Belgium and Vernon Norwood from the United States. This first semi-final, the men's 400 meters. Santos, the Olympic silver medalist in 6. James, the Olympic gold medalist in 7. So both those men are off, and certainly James is ahead of Santos, and indeed Verburg has started fast. He usually does, and he's up on Santos, who's more of a second half race runner. Chris Brown on the inside there, good to see him again, but it's Kirani James in lane 7, David Verburg in lane 5. Coming into the home straight now, and remember it's just the first 2 who will make it through to the final. And this is a very intensely competitive race, and it's Kirani James who heads them. Santos finishing strongly now. Verburg is beaten by Santos perhaps. Santos looking ahead at James, and it's the Olympic medalists who come across the line. Well clear of the rest of the field. James in first place, Santos in 2nd, and then a big gap back to Verburg, who took 3rd, and it's another excellent time. It's 44.17, and Kirani James means business here.
That was really, really excellent from Kirani James. I was watching his body language, and I'm not going to say he was easing down at 44.16, but he was already looking around with 80 meters to go. That is how relaxed and confident he was in the closing stages. And it's great to see Lugelin Santos coming back to form as well. Really great.
Yeah, I was impressed by the way he ran. He took a little look at James and said, I can match you, as he came past Verburg. And indeed, he's got a national record of 44.26. Verburg, 44.71. And Kevin Borlée got a season's best of 44.74 in 4th. But those first 2 well across the line, and there looks to be more to come from both of them.
Well, Kirani James, superb there, really. Very, very comfortable. Looks as if he could almost dip under 43 at that sort of rate. But the question mark, I think, against Kirani is when he's under pressure, when he comes off that final bend and he knows that there's a challenge there, sometimes he does tie up.
National record for the Dominican Republic of 44.26. Verburg 44.71. Borlée 44.74, following them home.
A very, very high quality semi-final here in the Bird's Nest Stadium. Two men in this semi who ran 43.93 in the heat. Neri Brenes from Costa Rica, former Pan American champion and world indoor champion. He starts on the inside, getting close to his top form, 44.8 earlier this season. Outside him, the very talented Trinidadian, Lalonde Gordon, Olympic bronze medalist, Commonwealth bronze medalist last year, 44.97 in his heat. You suspect he'll need more to advance to another major final. Rabah Youssef won his heat, but in 45.24. He's the only athlete in the semi-finals yet to go under 45 seconds. Always wears a great smile on his face. He'll need a lifetime best, surely. Well, speaking of lifetime bests, how about this from the heat? 44.6 down to 43.93. Rasheen McDonald with a Jamaican national record in qualification, but has he run his best race too early? Stephen Gardner, national record this year, 19 years of age, 44.27. The Bahamian is a massive, massive talent. He finds himself sandwiched in between the two men who both ran 43.93. An area record for Youssef Masri. Lives in the United States. And how will he be feeling after his first performance under 44 seconds? He's in 7. Incredible times yesterday. Bryson Nellam, another PB in qualification, 44.65. What a story. He was shot 3 times in the leg by a gang in 2009 and told he'd never run again. And on the outside, Isaac Makwala, his best time not achieved at altitude, 44.19 yesterday. He's gone 43.72. So, quality all the way through this field. That's Rasheen McDonald, the Jamaicans in 5. And 2 outside him is Masri. They're the 2 men who ran under 44 seconds in the heat. But don't forget about Gardner, the Bahamian in 6, 44.27 this year. And Makwala, lest we forget, 43.72. He starts on the outside in 9. This is an absolutely loaded semi-final, and it's only the first 2 guaranteed to advance to the big showdown. So perhaps our eyes drawn to the middle lanes, the likes of McDonald and Gardner. And then Al Masri. Makwala's gone fast on the outside. You'd expect that. He's running blind. Good performance here so far from McDonald. Lalonde Gordon closing down on Rabah Youssef on his outside. Makwala probably still leading. Gardner of the Bahamas trying to work his way back in. And Al Masri now trying to come through on the inside. Makwala leads by quite some margin. Masri's in 2nd place with Nellam, the American, inside him. It's a real battle for the minor placings here. Makwala's tying up a little bit. He should get to the line first. Al Masri's finishing quickly for 2nd. And what a great run there from Rabah Youssef. He may well have ducked under 45 seconds for the first time. Isaac Makwala, 44.19 in the heat. And he's got enough energy to do the press-ups at the end of that one. 44.11 from the outside lane. That was really, really good from the Botswanan, proving that that great performance at altitude wasn't a one-off. What a performance from him, and what a great finish from Rabah Youssef. Masri takes 2nd, Youssef 44.54, a massive lifetime best in 3rd.
Great performance from Makwala there. I'm not sure, but I think he had the outside lane in the heats as well. He must be getting fed up with that. And
well, it just shows that he's well capable of running on his own. He just runs his own race. Just one disappointment in that race, the young Stephen Gardner. I mean, he ran 44.98, that's not too bad, but he was 2nd from last, and that, for me, that was a big disappointment, because he's shown great talent.
Well, there you are. Great run from Makwala and doing a few press-ups at the end, which goes to prove he wasn't that tired, but I think he was slightly slowing up at the end there, but to run it from outside in the outside lane with no one else to follow, with no one else to chase off, that's a great performance.
Makwala, 44.11. Masri taking second, and Yusuf may well go through as the fastest loser with a huge lifetime best.
Well, again, coming to the last of the semi-finals with that cutthroat first two through to the final, producing some really remarkable results. LeSean Merritt, the defending champion, goes in lane 6, but go through the lanes now. In lane 2, Lee Marvin Bonifacia, Dutch record in the heats. Well, we had so many records in that heat coming through to these semis. It's quite remarkable. His time, 44.72. Just on his outside, Michael Mathieu of the Bahamas. The Bahaman record holder at the 200 metres. So fast, third leg in the relay team, which won that marvellous gold medal at the London Olympics. Just on his outside, Gervin Francis, the brilliant 44.05 anchor in 2013 World Championship. He was just 18 years of age. He's only 20 now. He moved Jamaica up from 5th to 2nd to take the silver medal. And then one of the real talents, this young Trinidad and Tobago, Michael Sendenio, world junior champion last year, but really this year, superb, 44.36 already. And then the defending world champion, former Olympic champion in Beijing, LeSean Merritt, big man, very, very powerful. Second in Eugene, one in Edmonton, one in Atlanta. Won his heat very comfortably, 44.51. And he's got a man to chase on his outside here. Wayne van Niekerk of South Africa. Silver medals at the Commonwealth Games and African Championships back in 2014. He won the London Diamond League. Looked really, really good. And then Wayne really well. Another personal best for this man in qualifying for this semi-final. Martin Rooney, European champion. Tall, rangy, and comes through fast in the end. On the outside, Jonathan Pauly of Belgium. His brother Kevin ran in the first heat and didn't qualify. What can this man do? He's got the awkward lane 9. All eyes on the clean-shaven LeSean Merritt, the defending world champion, going in lane 6. On his outside, Van Niekerk, obviously one to watch. Sendenio on his inside from Trinidad and Tobago. So the big three maybe, 5, 6 and 7. Go down, Bonifacia, Netherlands, Mathieu, Bahamas, Francis, Jamaica, Sendenio, Trinidad and Tobago, Merritt, United States, Van Niekerk, South Africa, Rooney of Great Britain, Northern Ireland, and Pauly of Belgium. Away they go. LeSean Merritt's gone off hard, but so too Van Niekerk on his outside in the green there, storming round the back straight. Mathieu of the Bahamas running well in lane 3. But at the moment it looks as if Van Niekerk is just being caught up now by Merritt as they come to that 200-metre mark. Going well also, as I said before, Mathieu on the inside of the Bahamas. Not much to choose from them really as they come off the bend. Coming round now, and it looks as if Van Niekerk is just ahead of Merritt coming into the straight. Van Niekerk holding his own, though, at the moment. LeSean Merritt is coming hard. On his inside, Sendenio. It looks like it's going to be these three coming through. Van Niekerk looking over his shoulder at Merritt in second place. And Sendenio, the 1, 2, 3 that we picked before the race, are the 1, 2, 3 in the end. The winning time, 44.31. Wow, looking so impressive there, Van Niekerk. He really was. Merritt also very comfortable too.
Very good performance there from Van Niekerk, because that must have been slightly awkward as he reaches for a drink, to have Merritt inside him and not know where he was until the stagger unwound into the home straight. 44.31, bearing in mind Wade Van Niekerk has gone 43.96 this season. I thought both of them looked really, really good. Sendenio, the youngster from Trinidad and Tobago, 44.64. That may well be good enough to take it through as the fastest loser, and I think it is. But there was more in the tank from both of these men, wasn't there? And there needs to be, when you bear in mind that Makwala was coming home in 44.11 and James was under 44.2. But those two will certainly believe they've got a chance in the final. Both of them had energy to spare just at the end.
I'm not sure it's a good thing or a bad thing, this big scoreboard at the end of the home straight. It gives them a chance to look up and see where they are, but sometimes you've got to be very careful. But looking up, someone could come past you without realising it. But there you are. Van Niekerk that time, 44.31, and LaShawn Merritt looking very comfortable behind him, just in 44.34. Season's best for Merritt, but the way he did it was very comfortable indeed. There's the result of that semi-finals.